religion or even in the truth here with Israel. You got a lot of people, they do work to be seen of men. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all about the views, you know what I'm saying? Like I want everybody to click on my video. You know, that's why I got to a point after a while, I stopped tagging people on my videos after a while. I used to, every time I made a new video, I would post it on Facebook, tag like 96 people on it. You see what I'm saying? Then go back to my channel and look, only 3 views, what the heck, dude? You know, but after a while, I stopped doing that. I'm like, man, so what? Who cares? You feel me? The people that's meant to get it is the people that's going to get it. And that's the only thing that matters. If you win one soul, you know what I mean? if you win one soul, that's better than people getting 100 or 10,000 views on a video. You know, read it again.
For all their works they do for it to be seen of men. They make broad their
phylacteries
and enlarge the borders of their garments.
Talking about their fringes. You understand? People want to have super long fringes and a big border of blue so everybody can see like that I keep the law. But when you look at congregations like Israel of God, right? Strong congregations that have been around for over 30 years, they don't even wear fringes. But they about keeping that law more than many of the people that do wear fringes. And the fringes is to remind you to keep the law.
Yeah.
So now everybody at my job know me as an Israelite. You see what I'm saying? So I wear my fringes. But the point is that you'll have people that will make such a big deal out of fringes. Like, you don't got the right fringes on. You know what I'm saying? They make
Be like, damn, at least I'm wearing something.
a big deal out of that. And then they turn it around committing all type of wicked acts behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I had a brother damn near crucify me for wearing tassels. Yeah. I'm on my job. I'm dressed up for a dang on district meeting. You know what I'm saying? My shirt is tucked in with fringes. You going to see what my shirt being tucked into my damn pants. So I'm wearing tassels, and the brother, that's not the right fringes. The hell?
Right, just some random dude.
Right, yeah, no.
So the Passover, how is the lamb being done?
Right, well, because of our situation, we can't do it. So it's mercy and grace. You feel me? But when we thought, right, yeah. But when we thought that we were going to be here, but we were going to be able to do it the way that it was supposed to be done, we was like, we got a choice to make. Fellowship with brethren that we truly love and want to be with, or keep the law that we've been keeping for the past 2 or 3 years the way that we've been doing it. And we already put in our mind, like, if we got to choose between the two, it's going to be the law. But you got a lot of people that they want that ballroom, they want that glorious, they want that glorious Passover, they want that glorious Feast of Unleavened Bread, or tabernacles, or whatever it may be that they're celebrating. And once more again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but what Yahushua is pointing out right here is the hypocrisy. He's talking about these Pharisees who, this is what they're about. They just like to be seen. They're not about doing the good works to be really just doing it. They're about doing it to be seen. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I always get mad at rich companies that say, oh, we donate money to this and we donate money to that. And like, yo, if you do a whole news conference about what you just donated to.
Like, not too long ago, my husband and I, we was talking about God's plan. I know you guys familiar with God's plan. The song God's Plan. You know what I mean? And I was telling my husband, I was like, he really felt some type of way because he really wanted to, like, really do charity and like give to the people and stuff like that. He got told off a little bit by, you know, some radio station people, whatever. And then he would say, nah, I was really being like truthful about it. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, like, if you really want to do something like that, you just do it in the hush hush.
Yeah, and that's
You
what,
do it so
that's
God
what the
can
Bible
see.
said.
Yeah, that's what the Bible said.
But he did a whole music video.
Right,
So you already got it.
Yeah, you did it
Yeah.
for men.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. And a lot of people, they do stuff, they do charities and events just to be seen. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Like when you claim for it, you know what I mean? Because you know you do your taxes, and you give it to charity.
Right, and then you get it back in taxes. So you got your reward. Read verse 6 again.
So is it wrong to claim for it?
No, I'm not saying it's wrong to claim for it. Nah, but it's the concept behind it that we're talking about. You feel me?
If you do claim, don't expect a blessing
from the Most High, yeah, because you just got the blessing right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
you know,
your blessing.
Yeah, you know, everything comes from the Most High. You know what I mean? So that's why even just now he said, surely they got their reward. They wanted to be seen, man. They wanted to be look like the good guy, the charitable guy, and all of that stuff. You got exactly what you was looking for, and everybody looked at you that way, and that's what you got. And now don't expect a reward for the kingdom of heaven with that, because you got your reward here now on earth. Read verse 6 again.
It loved the uppermost rooms at feasts and the chief seats in the synagogues.
So they love to be at the chief seats at the synagogues. The Israelites, we always had a custom dealing with seats, because some seats were for important people. So people love the chief seats. They love to be sat up on the podium or the royal king seat and all that
Shabbat
stuff.
shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Because they wanted to be seen of man, you know. Yahweh Shah was condemning it. Read on.
And greetings in the markets, and to be called of men rabbi.
Which means teacher.
Teacher,
You understand? So they wanted people to look at them in this light. Read on.
But be not ye called rabbi, for one is your master, even Yahushua, and all ye are brethren.
So it said don't accept these titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, the titles exist because somebody got to fulfill the position. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, bishops and deacons and all these titles, they exist because somebody have to fulfill the position. But you know, with a title always come an ego. You understand? The moment you tell a brother, you're an officer, like, that brother going to get an ego. You know what I'm saying? Brother like, oh, I'm an officer now. You know what I'm saying? Then he going to start going to the men under him. You got to do what I say because I'm the officer. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, to be honest with you, like, that's why, like, the Most High, like, a lot of times he picked, like, the ones that nobody paying attention, like the dude cleaning the bathroom that nobody asks, and he over there taking out the toilet trash and, you know, all of that, because already by nature, it's like he has a spirit of humbleness too, because nobody want to do those type of, like, clean the dookie out of the toilet.
Yeah, nobody want to do that.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna share an experience that happened to me. I went to visit an Israelite congregation, right? I'm not gonna say which one, because I was considering joining them, right? None of the elders were there that day. Only one elder was there, and the rest of them, they was all doing something for the ministry at that time. And the difficulty that I had with the younger men was so frustrating, it made me just not want to come back. Because there was I respected the order that they had. I really did. I had love for it. I respected how orderly they were, how they was running it, whatever. But the lack of love for their own brethren, like the moment they seen, like, oh, you already know you an Israelite, it was like I was an enemy to them. You see what I'm saying? And that was the part that I truly disliked, because I didn't come there to argue or to fight. I come from a congregation where you come there to ask questions, to try the spirit, by the spirit, or whether you want to be there or not. You see what I'm saying? So over there, it was like, when you come here, it's because you want to be here. That's it. If not, then go. And I wasn't feeling that. But after I went through the difficulty with the younger men and all of this stuff, whatever, men that I know haven't even been in the truth half the time that I've been in the truth.
With wet noses.
And I really tried to take the humble route as much as I could with these men. Because they wanted me to accept the doctrine that day. And I'm like, yo, you do realize when you examine a doctrine, you don't just hear a word right then and there and then just say, all right, I'm accepted. Like, no, I'm going to go back and study it. But for argument's sake, I tried to agree with brothers and so I could sit down and participate in the class. And then once the elder who was there came out, it was so much love and it was so different. I said, yo, why is it that the elder, like, it's nothing like that? And then I realized something, and it goes back to this right here. Those titles just bring egos. You know what I'm saying? So now brothers done got certain positions and certain titles, and it made them feel, I think, a certain way. But they ain't take on the humbleness that their leader was displaying. They probably took on the other parts, but they ain't take on that part. You see what I'm saying?
You think about like police officers and stuff like that. You know how they take when a lot of cops become police officers. When a lot of people become police officers, like some of them were nerds and stuff like that, and they feel they got the power now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because they're a police officer. They have a title now. You know what I'm saying? So titles are deceiving.
It's very deceiving. You know what I'm saying? And that's why here we try to create more of a family environment than the militant environment. Not saying that we're ruling that out. The militant part is always going to be there, but we really push the family environment more because we don't want people to fall into the same mistakes that we fell into. You know what I'm saying? I've been there already. I've been part of congregations where brothers done caught egos, and now you begin to think you know more than the master. You know more than the one who taught you. You know what I'm saying? We done had a whole people leave a congregation and start a brand new congregation because brothers thought they knew more than the teachers that taught us. You know what I mean? Read on. You read verse 8, you and 9 now.
And call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father which is in heaven. Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Yahushua. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant.
So now check that out. Now Yahushua said, he that is greatest among you, let him become your servant. You understand? This is the reason why, like, I take scripture like this to heart, and I always try to set an example. Like, remember I told you this the other day. A lot of times I be having problems correcting people because I'm the type of dude, like, if I see something wrong in somebody, I try to set the example myself first and hope that they get it and be like, all right, well, I'm going to lead by example. You see what I'm saying? You can't demand something from people that you yourself ain't willing to do. If there's dookie on the dang going toilet bowl and I'm telling a young brother to clean it up, you best believe that I myself would do it and have done it. I've done it. I've been at camp Friday night up until 2 o'clock in the morning at Times Square. Drive back to Jersey. Get back home by like maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Go to sleep for only 4 hours for me to wake up, get dressed, send up my prayers, go to Sabbath service in the morning. The school ain't open yet because the same leaders that was out there at night with me was knocked out. You know what I had to do? Go around the corner, see Ima Zakaria. She give me the keys. I open up the school. School is a mess from the night before because they had class. They had class.
And that's another thing that it's like, you know, as people progress, like the ones that is there, like the oldest brother teach the youngest brother type of thing.
Right.
Like when you see people, like you get up and you pick up your plate and be like, yo, don't forget your plate. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta teach the new people.
I clean up the whole school. Menorah got candle wax all over it. I got my little razor, getting this candle wax off of it. Make that junk look squeaky clean for the Sabbath service. Brothers come in at the exact time that they said it was going to be, at 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So when they get in, they don't got to do none of that stuff. Yep. Everything already done. They just get on the podium, start a little class before Sabbath service start. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't wait for nobody to say, yo, thank you, brother, or none of that stuff, whatever. You know, because 9 out of 10 times, they didn't even know I did it.
Yeah.
They will come in and everything could just be clean and ready. They ain't know
And
I did it.
sometimes
You know?
it'd be like another brother there, so they'd be like, I don't know who did it.
Yeah,
and they ain't trying to do all of that either. Sometimes
Right.
you just be so focused, you even like
Right,
don't even
because
think
you gotta
about it.
understand the leaders is the visionaries, so they already 10 steps ahead of you thinking about something else. They far past that already. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't got time to try to recognize every little thing and then be like, yeah, thank you, brother, and thank you, brother, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you. If they did that, they ain't never gonna get nothing done. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it said, he that is greatest among you, let him be a servant. You gotta be a servant first. That's what this walk is about. You know what I'm saying? I will serve even younger brothers. Like right now, I still got that humbleness. I will go to see a brother teach. I don't care how long the brother been in the truth. You could have been in the truth only 2-3 years. You bringing out that fire, I'm going to be a bystander. I'm going to hold posts for you. I'm going to pass out flyers. I'm going to do all of that stuff. Why? Because this is your time. I done had my time already. I've been teaching.
That's what Matthias do a lot now. Like if you notice, like remember we was over there with Ephraim, and he was like, "Yo, brother, elder, do you have any words?" He was like, "Kwame Ashala."
Ain't nothing for me to say.
Now one thing, because he did what he has to do.
It ain't our time anymore. It's the younger brother's time. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm not one of these old heads that's going to try to bring up everything I did in the past to try to make you glorify me and then make you irrelevant. Like I'm the old head that's going to be like, you know what? This is your time, man. Shine. Do you. I'm going to support you. And when you fall, I'm going to catch you, and I'm like, you know when you messed up, right? You know you don't mess up, right? And I'm going to pat you back up, and I'm going to put you back up there again. Why? Because the scriptures say the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. That's what the scripture said.
You're going to be like the boxer when you're doing that.
Read verse 11 again.
But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant.
Mm-hmm.
And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So
the one that exalts himself and they want to be that, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, sometimes you get exactly what you ask for. The brother who want to be the reader will end up being the reader. The brother who want to be the teacher will end up being the teacher. You will get exactly what you ask for, but what you asking for, sometimes you don't know. When you exalt yourself, Yahushua said, oh no, when I come back, I'm going to put who really deserve it though. He'll be like, oh yeah, you get down. You stand up. You understand? The one that exalts himself will end up being the base. And the one that's the base is going to be the one exalted. You understand? Because it's not about, you know, who we think should be the one up there. It's about Yahushua. Who should be up there. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, you know, I'm going to use myself, for example, because I always try to put myself on the chopping block. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, back in the day, I was a really good camp speaker. A lot of people always wanted me to teach like that. But then when we ended up leaving and starting our own congregation, you know what ended up happening? You understand? I ended up being a base. But I was cool with it, though. That's the difference between somebody sincere and that's not. I was cool with it. I didn't mind it at that time. You see what I'm saying? Because I was the dude about structure and order. You know, whatever the order was, that's what I was going to follow. You understand? But continue reading.
But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. Right, because now you scribes and Pharisees want to go out and condemn people, and this is why I said, like, you know, it's a different approach when you teaching versus the street and people personally and stuff like that. But like it says in Galatians, when you correct somebody, make sure you correct them in humbleness and meekness. Always put in. You know what I'm saying? When I put myself in other people's shoes, sometimes I do come hard because I know if it was me, I'll be that stubborn. You know what I'm saying? If it was me, I'll be that stubborn and that resistant. That's why I'm coming at this hard. But then there's other situations where I'm a lot more delicate because then I put myself in it and be like, you know what? But with that right there, that's touchy. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, you want to kind of like be a little bit more soft tone with it. So these are the things that a lot of people ain't thinking about. People will
condemn you and try to keep you from, and it'll work. They'll tell you you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, and then you'll put in your mind, well, I'm wrong, then F it then. I'm gonna go be in the world. But then the person who told you was wrong, he ain't making it either. He gonna be right there on the corner when Yahushua come back. When Yahushua come back, they're gonna be just as scared as everybody else. Froze. You see what I'm saying? While the chosen, while the 1/3 getting taken, and you like, oh snap, you got a camp of 50 men, 2 people got taken, and 48 of y'all looking around at each other like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that dude. I don't want to be that dude. You feel me? Read on.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore, ye shall receive the greater damnation.
Right, you're going to receive the greater damnation because you know the scriptures. That's the difference.
They said for a pretense.
Yeah, because they'll do this super long prayer just so they could look like they that holy.
That made me think about them pastors, man.
Yup.
Pastors, they be going.
Yeah. Yo, I tell you, I have not been to a lot of black churches.
Oh yeah.
But the ones I've been to, I've sat in the mugs like, when is this shit over? And they just keep going. They're like service in at 9 and it really ended at 12 midnight. Cause the prayer was that long, like 9.
They always got the music on key too. Then somebody come with the Holy Ghost.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. See, when you begin to learn these scriptures, you got to be able to apply these scriptures to yourself, learn how to apply it to people in the truth, learn how to apply it to the false religions outside of the truth. Because you realize it's not just one group of people that fit this description. It's many groups of people that fit this description. And the moment when you limit the scriptures, that's going to be the day that the people you teaching can't relate. You understand? Because you done put a cap on it and told the Holy Spirit it can't go no further than this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to tell people, like, this about the pastors, this about the church, it's about brothers in the truth too. You understand? Read on.
Woe unto you, scribes, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, when you can pass sea and land to make one proselyte.
Right, like you'll travel all around the country to go convert one person. A proselyte is a convert, right? Read on.
And when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourself.
Right, because then after you don't convert him, you made him even more the devil because you want the spotlight. Now the person you converted want the spotlight too. And he willing to go further than you. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you notice a lot of the newer generations of Israel, it gets worse. Like I be having hope and I get depressed. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be on YouTube and I'll be seeing some brothers and I'll be like, yo, okay. I like these little young brothers. They coming up. And then I see some other cats. Why? You see what I'm saying? People end up being worse than the person that converted them. They're like, oh, if this person said something shocking, I'm going to say something even more shocking. I'm going to get them, F you and your mama. Like, what scripture is that? Yeah, but it's for attention.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's for attention. It ain't because they sincerely trying to save souls. It's because they want to be looked at as the ultimate teacher. You see what I'm saying? These are the things that we got to make sure we not falling victim to. Read on. It's all right.
Woe unto you, ye blind guides, who say, whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing. But whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple, he is a
That is
devil.
horrible.
So now check that out.
That is horrible.
If you swear on the temple, you know how people like, on my mama grave.
Oh, yeah.
What, the
Yeah,
napkins?
give me 1 second. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. You know how people, you know the scriptures about our people, because our people stay doing that. On my mama, on God, on my mama grave. Word is born, like word. I remember I used to say word is born a lot. And then somebody told me, I still say it too. And somebody told me, like, you know, when you say word is born, you swearing on your life. I'm like, Word. But our people are the type of people to do that. Now you got these Pharisees saying, "Oh, you could swear in the temple. It's all right." Like what? Swear in the temple?
On the set.
On the temple? The same temple that Judas Maccabees and the Maccabees done fought hard for to rededicate?
Yeah.
That temple? You can swear on that. But the gold in the temple, you can't swear on that. The money that was coming in, don't swear on that, because they need that money, boy. Say, yo, don't swear on that. What's